I've had that so much. I know you've had that so much. I wonder, is it going to be the same in these scrims? I hope not, because I absolutely love a Kendi, and I know having 50% water in phase 1 does hamper the way the teams rotate. And I want a nice, clean middle of the map circle, so to speak, to help kick things off. And look at that. It's not quite the middle, but it's a pretty damn good start.
Hey, I'll take it. Like, you got like 1% water in that.
Yeah.
Like, I am genuinely happy. Like, actually, a few days ago, I got my first game of the Kendi of the past like 2 months where I actually did not have any water involved. So you know what? I think the caster curse is broken. I think we were able to escape from that, but we're going to go on actually... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Megastar's going to be hitting Paradox on the roof there. Whoa. Okay, some really big boy action happening in the early stage versus, well, actually one team that is currently very low in the standings. That's going to be You Level Up. And they are hoping to take potentially a fight versus the other squads. They've still got 4 players remaining on their side, and they picked up also 2 kills, which is, in the first few seconds of this game, they're way better performance they had so far.
Yeah, under 10%. Volnova is definitely densely packed with players. You have BTR, they're on the eastern edge of Volnova / on the other side of the river, definitely between Megastars, and you lose Encore coming in to at least get a nice knockdown with the I might add.
You have to just like emphasize the because you know we have like me and Imperium, we like to have history of talking about how you pronounce the word. Is it UMP? Is it we all know who's right. Me. But there you go. That's completely okay. But the UMP still a really nice weapon. Did have a few changes in the last few months, but still people can play around it, and it's still like a really good early game weapon.
I'm gonna ask the question in chat then. Do you guys do you pronounce it UMP or do you pronounce it That's not gonna curious man in chat.
I think they're more intrigued with the gameplay now.
They don't care how it's pronounced. They're just going to get the job done with it if they have to. It's a weapon that they needed to pick up in the early parts of this game just to get those couple of kills as they look to seek revenge until you lose, confirming that kill. It is a 3v3.
In Encore playing on the rooftops, you know, it's a little bit like playing around cliffs, really. If you're just on the lower side and you're just going on the sides of the walls of the building, you can't really get threatened by the high ground. It's just really good at giving information away. Love reload, but that's okay. I'm going to be panning over. Ooh, okay, to Team Secret. Winners of Game 1. Chicken Din on a wrangle, fighting versus No Chance. No Chance lost, unfortunately. One member that was off Dales. Hopefully we'll be able to take that. But yeah, Team Secret also lost one. One member knocked away. Does Mad Toy. Mad Toy was like the playmaker, I would even say, of the team so far. Yeah. Unfortunately, get him knocked away. Not really in the spot to get res back up. This is really tricky. Oh my god, Godless. 1 pixel. Sprayed down with a really good spray on the Uzi without even a red dot to go for. There you go. That's going to be potentially the end of the opposing side. He's going to be left alone. They go for the spray. They're going to try and breach the building. Eyeshot Trent is very best. He does get the knockdown onto Heineken. Unfortunately, will be very shortly lived. No chance. They're going to be taken down. One of the top teams in the standings, actually second position team so far in the standings, as we saw earlier. Great job from them.
Wow, 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row, Team Secret have gone out early on in this game after what was a fantastic Game 1 result of a chicken dinner. That's, again, not trying to plant the seeds, but that inconsistency, that do or die, that either strong result or bad result, will we see that in the World League East from Team Secret. But once again, No Chance team proving their worth in this PUBG Mobile World League.
Is Megastars. They want a piece of the cake. Hyuxian going to be the next focus. They're going to go in the exact same building. It's going to be... Oh my god, he's not going to be peeking out just yet. Went for the last opportunity, gets one. Can he get a second knock? Oh, I got to say, he waited the perfect amount of time, but unfortunately will not be rewarded heavily. Only 1 knockdown going his way, and the rest of his team is just completely running away. If they were like closer to the tether, they could have worked out, but like, yeah, they just unfortunately were so spread. Megastars playing together, breached at the same time. It was well executed for them.
And can we also just talk about how well synergized Megastars were? 3 players coming into that building, right? You know, and I think when you're hanging around Volnova and inside the city, I do think it's very important to stay inside those buildings. But talking about staying inside those buildings, Rael has been knocked down outside of that building at the hands of a box.
Another god like this is definitely, we want to see them perform, you know. I think this is like actually their first games that they're doing on like on a live broadcast on PUBG Mobile Esports since their pickup by Nova.
So.
You know what? We want to see a statement from them. Also, maybe they don't want to like reveal their new game plan, their new mastermind plan going into the World League. So definitely they might be hiding a few tricks up their sleeve that they want to reveal just yet. But still, we don't want to see some big kill counts from Nova. Nova Godlike, as here it is. Box Gaming going to be sending 1 member forward. That's going to be Louis. Oh, Luigi. I would love to do the imitation, but I'm going to keep that for another broadcast. I don't think here's
Well,
the time or the place.
And here's the thing, like, what in my eyes, you know, with Godlike, as this fight kind of going on, they're the kind of team where they don't really show off. They'll just get results when it's needed. So I'm not expecting a huge show-off type of game for them, but Front is going to try and do his best to hold on, but the pressure from Fox is just too much.
I mean, this is what I want to see. This is how you breach a building. I see so many mistakes from some teams, even like tier 1 teams sometimes. They just like breach one by one. They get absolutely denied the compound breach. And even though it was upstairs, they went just all at the exact same time. They got like 3 knockdowns because of that. And now they're just going to be Nova God like just moving away. And with only 1 player remaining. So definitely 1 player remaining is not really a playmaker move if you are playing on map such as Vikendi. Snakes don't really live in the cold. So that will be definitely a really hard attempt for Nova Godlike to make things happen on this 3rd game.
It's not over till it's over in this game for your team, right? Nova Godlike still has a player left standing, but Boxer is just going to look to try and recover. Yeah, Loy is on his own. I don't like that, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
You know, that was always a bit of a risk, especially coming in on a vehicle where you're going to be heard sooner than you're going to hear the opposing player. But as he looks to get on towards the higher ground, just overlooking the last player of Nova Godlike, can he at least prove to be fruitious on his hunt to get the last player?
I mean, definitely, as you said, like, right, that car is bringing a lot of attention to him. And they still got a full team. Why are they not committing a two-man push? Really, that would just secure it. And if a member does get knocked away, can get res back up. It just makes it a lot easier, and they do get the man advantage back in their side. Because I'm sure they can do quick math. They know they shut down 3 members. They know 1 escaped. I know exactly where he escaped. They should just get overwhelming with, like, man advantage. That's, like, the better way to play it. But definitely Box Gaming, at least they're not pushing too far, not getting too overzealous, which at least is something that I like.
Yeah, no, of course. And we did see towards the end of that, Box did look to go a little bit closer to getting joined up with that player that was kind of looking for the last remaining member of Nova Godlike. But as King of Gamers become the bridge camper, so to speak, outside the circle against BTR. BTR did drop down towards the east side of volnova. Will they be able to hold on inside the Zima? It's smoking up. Horizon trying to heal up. Does indeed get a first aid kit off. Now he's going to get out of that building. He knew that was going to get blown up.
Exactly. So BTR, they're slowly getting cornered. I mean, there's so many no-can crannies held so far by King of Gamers. And BTR here, the only way they can deal with this is just like get some good peeks and peeking properly. Oh, that molly was pretty good. If that was a grenade actually and it was cooked properly, that could have actually had a huge impact onto BTR. They got 1 member knocked away. They're going to be committing 1 extra player, which is Concept, to get the res back onto Puffer. I got the impression that every time we see King of Gamers, it's always Puffer that's knocked away. Poor guy's getting cyberbullied at this point. Let him play some PUBG, please. God damn it.
Well, when you're looking at this, you know, I know Puffer is knocked down, but he should get revived up. If you really look at it, King of Gamers have BTR sandwiched, and not just sandwiched, but they have those 2 players up on the high ground, and they're absolutely shutting BTR down. And I believe it's just Ryzen that's standing.
Oh, down to Ryzen. They just said last man standing, and they're still going to push because they know that they got the entirety of Gigatron shut down. Ryzen going to try his best, and in 1 shack. I mean, lucky enough for him, no, there's not really windows in which through he can throw those grenades, only the door up front. So at least he knows exactly where to come out. Actually, no, could chuck it in that small window back there. Going to be chucking a lot of utility. Some mollies in front to stop them from peeking too heavily. They're just going to be cornering up and himself right on top of his head. So this is just, they're going to, like, they should wait for the 2 other players to come out, really. From the top side and actually try and overwhelming as a 4v1. Because there's still a risk of it like going in favor of Ryzen, right? Especially with those smokes. The utility was good. Molly going to be inside the building. They want to force Ryzen out of the building right there. Unfortunately, will not be taking any damage from that Molly, unfortunately. To no avail. King of Gamers slowly going to go for the push, going to go for the early spray in the smoke. Definitely really good use of Ryzen with the utility, as you have to say. Random spray once again with a red dot Uzi. Does get boss this up pretty low. Once again, I gotta say, really good timing from Ryzen. He's playing really well around that utility, despite in a 1v4. Oh, grenade. That's gonna... Oh, no. You heard it. Ryzen gonna be in a bad spot. Grenade comes out with solo HP. 1 more bullet will be coming out from Boss, and there you have it.
They're out in the open. There's a lot of trees and rocks that they are using to their positional advantage. And, of course, they've been helped by the fact that TSM Entity, they kind of go outside of compound. But at the end of the day, they put the pressure on. They haven't given room for TSM Entity to breathe, and they've just been slowly restricting the space and talk about slowly restricting. Neo is on his own with his back against the wall inside this building, and the Valdez player is ready to strike.
And for the push now, how will he react to this? On B3, and oh my god, gets absolutely lasered by Godard, and there you have it. Well, TSM Entity out in 11th, 10 teams will be now remaining. I mean, it was definitely, I liked how the start of the defense was coming out from TSM Entity, right? I think it was well executed. It's just, I think that they committed too heavily to that specific playstyle when they should have maybe adjusted a few times. And unfortunately, it will be the end for them. It's still great stuff coming out from Valdez Esports to earn himself an extra 4 kills on TSM Entity. Not sure what their kill count's at so far, but I think it's a pretty hefty kill count for them.
It is, it's looking pretty strong. And in fairness, TSM did go out with 5 kills, credit to them.
True.
Now, as this fight goes on between King of Gamers and the one and only Synergy. Synergy did confirm a kill onto a member of King of Gamers, so it's at least a good controlling start in this team fight. But as the next circle does expose itself, it goes towards the northwest. There is still a few compounds in play, but that open field by around Freestyle Synergy and kind of King of Gamers is going to be risky if it stays in that direction.
Will I ever get my Dino Park finish? I mean, definitely a long time since I had a Dino Park finish. I would love to have one eventually. I mean, the one I really want is a castle finish, but that one, we all know, is never going to happen. So I won't really just keep my hopes up. Yeah, once again, you know, Box Gaming playing very, very passively, just slowly lurking their way into the circle, playing the edge. I got to give respect also to Zist, right? Last member of Nova Godlike just remaining. He might get gatekeeped a little bit of Valdez Esports, so hopefully that will not be going down for them. But here it is, Gamers going for their push straight towards Freestyle. Freestyle going for the spray, putting the pressure down. It is now. Concept was already taken out. Boss, Braga, Puffer going to making it over to the building. They shut down BTR earlier. Now they're looking for another kill to shut down. Oh, Freestyle, he's just going to be running away. And the high ground is going to be actually held by. Oh, that's another fight. I was like, wait, is this the same fight?
Yeah,
no, this could be a different one.
It's kind of 4 squads rotating around the area. You did see Cells get punished by Synergy, but now as Synergy has to be careful of both King of Gamers and of course Freestyle. It is a little bit of a rumble in the jungle, so to speak. That is Vikendi. As Clay's going to be coming out, is going to be behind the wall, but Bossa is just kind of looking to flank around to the side because he knows that there's a player there from Freestyle.
You got 4 teams in this location. You got Freestyle, Celts, you got yourself Synergy, you also got yourself the Gamers. Definitely some third parties could be happening over here, especially for Synergy, because they got a great high ground position, but they could get denied away by Celts. Let's see how they're going to be pushing there. They did get one member res back up. It's completely okay, but this fight is going to be very really taking its time, as no one really wants to get overzealous, especially knowing how good Freestyle can be responding against breaches. They did really good. It was on Sandhawk, but then there was a third party of BTR that did shut them down. But hopefully Freestyle will be able to make something out of this.
King of Gamers, they did well to rotate away from Synergy after losing a player. I'm thinking of the late game, and I reckon that will pay off if they can continue and take down Freestyle in an effective manner to create that extra space. Of course, depending on where this next circle does shift up, will it go in the favor of these teams? It centers up quite nicely. Still, the north of Villa in play. Valdez looking pretty strong on the outskirts of it, but Box are also sitting pretty on the west side of this circle. Plenty of space to the southwest if they choose to go in that direction, but they are shifting up to that compound as a 2-man team up towards the northwest side.
No chance they're going to be going through Villa. Going pretty good for them, but Synergy, once again, still on the high ground. They haven't moved just yet. There's no reason to. They're on the southeast section of the circle, and they got good high ground. They also got visibility. They're scouting information on where they can rotate upon the next circle shifter, which will be phase 6 on the next time around. But definitely, I like how Synergy are playing around this, but I think that they should commit heavily to a 2-2 split rather than like a 3-1, which I think is a little bit off-putting. Now, Celts, a tanky going to be put down. Celts also very split. I think that these 2 teams are like, no, they got good positions, but I think they're not using it to its full capacity because of how they're splitting up their teams. And I think that definitely how they're doing it is not allowing them to get like maximal efficiency in these positions.
Definitely, in my opinion, Synergy needs to take the chance. I know they're a little bit more together now, but in my eyes, they want to be fully together and fully committed to take on a fight, whereas they do look just a little bit too separated. Another team I want to point out who've been a little bit quiet so far in the first 2 games is Team IND. Let's see if they can actually pull out a strong result as they are still in the top 10. But as a knockdown comes through onto a member of Celts, Ultron will look to get revived behind that rock.
That'll be the case. The smoke is definitely going to be pretty helpful. One thing that's actually really good, right, is that they got rocks that's actually up north of them, so actually know that they're not going to get backstabbed. They can pull this res off with knowing that they're not going to get attacked from the northern side. So at least that is a little bit of, like, you know, a net of security for them. I want to see Synergy. I still think they should try and go for it. They got knocked down sometimes, and they're not committing to it. And I think especially with, like, Austin being on the top of the mountain with that org, I think they could easily just apply the pressure, allow them to get the flushes down on those two members. They're not committing to it just yet. Tanky, they see it. They're going to go for a nade right behind Ultron. Put him down to about mid-health. They're just very hesitant on both sides, respectively. A lot of respect coming out from both sides, like a mix of respect and fear, I would even say.
But here's the thing. This isn't helping any of these teams, because if you remember I mentioned King of Gamers, they're more closer towards the center of the circle. Because right now these teams, yeah, they're inside the circle, they're kind of towards the edge, but this next phase goes against them. These teams are going to be very heavily punished. You got to think a little bit more about the next phase, a little bit more against the late game, and just as I called it, it's just heavily away from them, and now this fight is outside the circle, and time is ticking before the blue zone starts closing in.
And I believe we just saw you level up, getting actually taken out of this game. Fortunately for them, they'll be taken out in 10th position. Now 9 teams, we've seen a circle actually shifting. One compound, dead center. I think Team IND might be the one to actually go for it. They already got a one-player Slayer in the car. The Dojan intention of trying to get himself central circle. But a lot of teams going to be taking fights on the edge of the circle. Rotations will not be made easy this time around, Imperium, because some backstab could be definitely happening. A small molly going to be chucked over by a Tanky. Unfortunately, not going to be resulting in too much being actually done on Synergy. Maybe just forcing them back a little further. They can't become rocks too heavily. But this fight has been going on for like, what, 2 minutes now? Hey, conclusion to this, come on.
if anything longer, it's been going on for about 4 minutes overall. Of course, they are a little bit taking their time to destroy the beef, but still got a lot for the streets, and the streets being the snowy mountains of Vikendi.
There you go. Ted is going to go for the push 1-2, and there you have it. Rox is going to be still in the distance, but unfortunately so far away, you can't do res from a distance. It would be a cool feature to add maybe, but that is just not going to be going down for Rox. And he's just going to have to remain as a one-man army, just like Nova Godlike. Now back over to another fight that's been lasting for absolute decades at this point. It's going to be King of Gamers versus the Freestar players. Still got a 4-man team, luckily enough for them, but they're trying to rotate in circle, just like King of Gamers Club. And the compound, I thought it was going to be Team IND actually going for that position first, but no. It's going to be snatched away by King of Gamers Club, and they're going to have that position under control. Boss a little bit late on that rotation, but we'll make it very soon.
That could definitely favor King of Gamers, and I definitely love the fact King of Gamers are just being forward-thinking, and I mentioned it on the previous phase on how it's gone against Synergy and Celts, and it's favoring King of Gamers, and we're looking to do the same thing as No Chance team are being engaged on by Synergy.
There you go, Synergy. They're going to get attacked. They're going to get pushed back by No Chance. No Chance doing some work I'm not expecting. They've got focus on every single player. Survey with the Orc doing some work, but Godless is going to be left alone for No Chance. No Chance indeed for him. His Lucky Charm will not have any impact, and there you go. Synergy coming out on top. Still, 7 kills going over to the opposing side for No Chance, but that will be the end of the course for them. And now, wait. Got 7 teams. It's going so quick right now in PM. All the teams trying to rotate in, but there's only one compound to play for. This is King of Gamers game. Take for themselves.
Now, around the compound, there is quite a goofy rocks and trees that players can play around. We've seen Valdez Esports coming in from the side of the road on the north side. Martin's going to take a little bit damage. He will look to heal himself up. They are still a 3-man team. They do have the remaining player of Celts. Taking that blue zone tick damage will most likely lose his life unless he gets a heal off.
The Rocks, here it is, the last playoff Celts in the blue zone taking the tick damage. And it's such a delayed rate. Oh, there you go. Rocks will be taken out. I thought he could have potentially denied the kill by just dying to the blue zone, but it will be given over to Valdez Esports. Up to now, 8 kills. Going to go potentially for the double res on Godard and also on Velmoth. Hopefully that will be happening. But Martin's just so far away from those 2 players towards Villa that I don't think Martin can get anything done there. And because it's going to be so late in the game, Martin going to be actually flanked from the side. Zixel's doing so much work over there in the distance. Martin's only got 1 more minute before he has to push away from this location. I think this might actually, unfortunately, be the end of Valdez Esports in this game.
Zigzaw's do such good work as a solo player. But of course, with the circles shifting up north in the last phase, Team IND, they try and get the work done. Slayer knocked down, so the revive will look to come through. Team IND recently added 420 OP, the former Umamba player, to their roster for this World League East.
Team IND able to get the pressure down, but still Freestyle is going to be down the south. They're going to have to contest each other because the team that rotates first, the backstab could be happening, but one advantage that Team IND has so far is the man advantage. Res is still potentially coming out on both sides. I don't think they're going to be fully committing just yet. Some utility, some nades, some smoke, some mollies could be coming out. Get some of a good point of pressure on Freestyle. We saw actually a few explosions in the distance. Yeah, TSM. Oh, sorry, no, Team IND, should I say. Going to be trying to go for the res on Kratos, but that's fine. Freestyle. Very spread, unfortunately. I don't think they don't have the tools definitely so far to take the 5 versus Team IND. There's no way for them to do so.
I was thinking about like the circle ending in the field, but it shifted away from the field, and Freestyle looked to try and take control of the field in case it did end up in that direction. But now they're going to try and take on the side of Team IND.
Still trying to take the fight. I talked about it, right? The backstab could be happening to rotate, and it's exactly what's going to be happening. They go Freestyle, 1 kill potential on Kratos. He's going to be ticking down because of the blue zone. I think they could try and go for a little bit of utility, but Team IND, they know they can't trample off the rest, but now the building is putting pressure down on these players around the circle. And that's going to be, of course, King of Gamers Club. They are putting the pressure down. They're securing all the kills, but the last bullet will be thrown away. I believe it was by Team IND before getting down themselves, and that was indeed the case. They shut down Freestyle, but Team IND also get taken out. 3 teams now remaining. Box Gaming. You also got Valdez Esports and also King of Gamers Club, which did make their way through. Oh, no, Louis, don't go for the car. That is way too risky.
And then we do lose the last remaining player of Valdez Esports. So come down to these 2 teams, the full squad of Box, and a 3-man team of King of Gamers. None of these teams are inside the circle. King Gamers have to disengage away from their compound. There's a couple of rocks and trees in play. It's going to be a matter of who takes the first push, who is going to be the sacrificial lamb for their team, because you've got to bait out your opposing team. Of course, time's ticking down before the blue zone starts closing in. Of course, a little bit of a risky play. High risk, high reward could come to be fruitious for any of these teams.
Second remaining, the sprays will be coming out, but I think the Box Gaming, they have the better position so far. They're so spread, they've got so many angles. They're not quite in circle, but none of these teams are actually in circle on phase 8. I think that how Box Gaming can play around this, even though they lost one member, now it's going to be turned into a 3v3. The amount of map pressure they have is absolutely insane. They're going for the spray. Can they get one? No, they don't even get it. It might get confirmed, but Boss, that was a risky move, but actually pays off. I'm genuinely surprised he's still alive.
What did I say? High risk, high reward. High risk, high reward. A grenade from Lloyd knocks him down. That's unfortunate, but that's what utility does to your game plan. Great play by Box. That's going to leave it down to a 4v2 as the smokes come out and King of Gamers try to hold on, but it's going to be too much, and Box Gaming come out on top.
It was already sealed, as I mentioned, Imperium, how that game was going to go. Box Gaming, they had just 4 angles short. 1 player was knocked away and was confirmed slowly after. But at the end, even with Spimite dead,